library cataloging. It's a basic concepts. It's a very interesting thing. The backbone of library. What is important aspect of the library cataloging? It's a very old concept. When there's a huge number of books in the library, you need to have a one tool which can locate a particular document by not physically reaching that particular document. Because previously what happened, the library seems to be a place where some eminent personality or the related to the king or ruler can enter, can reach out. So what they usually do, they kept a kind of list of things where they consulted these books is available on that library or not. So there is a person who take care of the library, and that person is called custodian. It was not the librarian that time, but custodian. And when you were going through the list of the books, you are selecting some of the document and you are asking him, okay, please, I want this book. So immediately they take that particular requisitions and they take back the books. That was the concept. And from that, the catalog has initiated, and day by day, it has came in a so refined way that today's date, if you want to search anything in a fingertip, it can be possible because you have a mobile phone, and through mobile phone you can download the app of any given library. You can search whole of the document from that particular lab. Now, you probably everybody know the catalog and have seen, but let us have some ideas on catalog, where from this has came out. The word catalog has been derived from the Greek phrase catalogue. It means a list, register, or complete enumeration of things. So it's a list. And kata means according to, whereas logos means word, right? So order or reason. His catalog can be explained as the work in which content are arranged in a reasonable way or in a particular order or according to a set plan, right? So here another example is that library catalog can be defined as a list of documents of a particular library or group of library arranged according to the systematic or logical order, providing bibliographical information along with the location mark for easy identification and quick access. Basically, catalog means a listing of document or kind of information, bulletin kind of thing, which can reach out a person to a specific document. But it has its own way, it has its own standard. In many libraries, you have seen this kind of boxes. Not now. It's an old library. You will see that kind of. There are many old libraries till date. They are maintaining this catalog, the card catalog. Whenever you will reach to the any library, you will see lots of small boxes over there. People says what exactly the things. This is not. That is a catalog desk, catalog rack, where the catalog card box, right? Here you can see the quantum of catalog box. As huge as your library is, catalog card will be huge. Here is the catalog row of a catalog card. From here you can understand the quantum of book of a particular library. This is the way the catalog are being arranged in alphabetical order with a class number. You can take out the tray. The catalog are systematically arranged through a iron rod, and one by one it is alphabetically arranged or arranged in a classified order. So any books you are searching or any author you are searching, so you are searching through a alphabetical order. and there you can search the catalog. This catalog, why we are searching catalog? Because this catalog include the location of the book, location of the books. Here is some structure of your catalog. Here you can see, if you look at one catalog, it has its leading section, it has its first indentation section, it has its second indentation, third imaginary line, left edge, right edge, whole, and these are the kalpanik, these are the imaginary line in the top, 3-4 imaginary line. Now this is the skeleton of a library catalog. This is some library catalog. If you look very closely, you can see this. This is the way library catalog are hooked in a iron rod, and this is arranged in an alphabetical order that user can access catalog card very easily. And in catalog card, there are many important aspects. At the top corner, you can see the class number. Left top corner, you can see the classification number here. And at the left down, extreme down, you can see the accession number of books. Right? This is the author name. In first indentation, this is the author name, title. These are the things. But a very old catalog, and cataloging rules are changed many ways. 20 years ago, that was different. Today's date, it is little different. It has changed according to the need of the society. Now, this is catalog. Here you can see, first, in one catalog, whenever we pick up any books, we normally do, whenever we take out one books, so we create a one catalog. Here we can create the main entry, main catalog, main information of that book. And that catalog card is based on the author or the class number. And it has arranged alphabetically on the basis of the author name or the class number. Besides this, the catalog has different modes. Sometimes it's author card, subject card, title card, subject card, like that way, right? So when you are taking one book, that book has different facets. First facet is who has written that book, what is the title, what is the subject, who is the publisher, who is the place of publication, year of publication, and every facet, every aspect is very much important for a book, because when you are searching one book, library classification, probably you will love to take a library classification book which is published probably 2018 or 19. You know why you are very much ambitious to taking new editions, because you know everything will be on the new editions. Every information, the new information will be in the new edition. Rectified theories will be in the, modified theories will be in the new editions. That's why people are more focused. And probably somebody has written some of the basic books is different, but somebody has written 30 years back books. Probably that person will not so much be popular, because you do not know, you have not seen. Probably you don't want to see the book, the movie, which is acted by any old artist, right? Probably you prefer the movies which is performed by a new artist. So here also, author is important aspect in a book. Secondly, the subject. As I have told you in the classification, subject is very dynamic, very changing. 30 years back, the subject was of course the same, and today subject is always always little different. I will tell you one story on that. One day, one teacher came to a classroom and giving some question to the student, 20 questions. And the teacher went away. After few hours, few minutes, one student has some problem. And she went to the teacher's room and she found teachers were not there, but 20 years old question paper laying on the teacher table, and she found the same question are being given by the teacher. She was surprised. Why teacher has given old question to us? After next few days, somehow she got some capacity to ask teacher, sir, why you have given us very old question paper? Sir told, look, every subject, the basic concept of a subject is never changed. It will be same. It is the same concept, but you have to answer in a different way. The question is the same, but you have to answer in a different way. The question, if you look at yourself, look at myself, so look at the people of the art. If you see the life after Second World War has changed a lot in the human being. And you will see after COVID, the life will be changed. But this in Second World War, after Second World War, life, the way life has changed, it will be different in the Second World War. So subject has changed, concept has changed. So subject also very important aspect in a book. So we differentiate the subject. Secondly, publisher also very important, because today's date, the very good publishers are only published very good book. They are very much choosy on their part. So sometimes people are more preferred that I require that publisher's books. But it is not so important to keep their name as a heading into the library catalog. Here is some old library catalog I have able to find out for you. These are the entry year. You can see the author is the first row, author, and left side, left top corner, you will see the call number. It is the and 9 Princes in Amber, first editions. It is the title of the books. Here 188, that is page of the book, 22 centimeter. Then covered are these, and here last in the amber, imaginary place, fictions and title. So this is subject basically. So this is one concept of library catalog. The need of the library cataloging. Libraries generally acquire reading and reference material both in print and non-print forms for a benefit of the reader, for the purpose of study. Now, what is the job of library cataloging? It's a very fundamental tools of a library. Through that, one reader can reach out a particular book. At least it will show the quantum of book available in the library, and it is also show the books is available in how many books is available in the library, which is not available in the library, and it helps to rearrange the stack of the library. There are many helpful nature the cataloging has. Now here, what is the objective of cataloging? These 3 basic objectives: enable a person to find a book. So what the library has, assist in the choice of books. So enable a person to find a book. Whenever a person is reach out to the library with the mindset that they will get that particular information from the library, they may have some books in their mind, or they may have some subject in their mind. When they will reach out the books, they will try to find out the same books which they thought about that. So maybe through the cataloging they can go. If they take the help of subject cataloging, they can go with the other books also, which is available in the library. So what the library has, the cataloging obviously shows. I will already shown you. I have shown you one big row with a full of library catalog. Through library catalog, you could understand, you could imagine how many books of that particular library has. Here, third one, assist in the choice of books. It's a very fundamental thing, and it's really helped a lot. Whenever a person finding some books with a subject-oriented approach, when they reach out the library, they try to find other books also with the help of library catalog, which is preferably through the action through the stack. It is difficult. You cannot go for a long time in the stack, but you can access so many of cards in the library catalog box. Now these are the function of library catalog. It is the most important findings tools for staff reference, but its primary task is to enable the reader to ascertain what books a library possesses. Second, it provides record in an order which help the reader to know what those materials are, where they are, and determine their character and suitability for that purpose. It serves as an exhaustive bibliography on a subject. It helps the library staff in order new books and to avoid duplication of the material by checking the catalog. It helps the recent record of library resources with a view of making them easily accessible for study and reference. It serves as a dependable tool for communication of ideas and subject dealt with the books to reader who use the library. So these are the basic functions of a library. So first one is very simple. It's a help as a finding tools. It enable reader to ascertain the books in the library pauses. That means whenever a user is coming, they will be sure that the books is available in the library. If it is not in the rack, probably later on they will get it. At least they will be sure that the books will be there in the library. Second one, it provides record and order with help reader to know what those materials are. Yes, sometimes what happens through normal approach, you cannot able to understand is that a book or a journal or something else, something other document or standard. So when you will reach out the library catalog, it will tell you what exactly the document is. Secondly, it serves an exhaustive bibliography on a subject. It's a kind of complete listing of a subject. So bibliography will say, you see later on. It helps library staff to determine ordering new books. From that library catalog, sometimes you can evaluate your total number of collection and you can understand where the lacuna is. You can find out new books and you can order for that. Display record of a library resource with a view making them easily accessible for the study and reference. It's a kind of publishing material you can display for your clientele. It serves as a dependable tool for communication of ideas, subject dealt with the books to reader who use the library. It's a very dependable tool. You can trust on that. That whenever a catalog is ready for a book, that means the catalog, the books are available. The books is telling about that. The author of the book is that. So you can directly communicate to the user. You can tell the books is available there. What are the basic qualities you require for the cataloging? Accuracy. Your catalog should be accurate. Accurate in that sense, whatever the information content in the document, you need to be take out pinpointedly without any missing. So accurate data will definitely serve well for the library catalog purpose. Then consistency. Why consistency is required? Because you need to take one standard. It's suppose you are using one standard, you are putting classification number in the top left corner, so it should be everywhere top left corner. You cannot change. If you change, your user will be in a confusion. So you need to have consistency. You have to keep the author in a first indentation, name of the author. So whenever a new user will come or the old user will come, they will go through the library catalog. They will find, oh, this portion normally the author is there, so they cannot be confused. Then need of the user. Cataloging is, of course, every act in the library is based on the user need. So cataloging is completely based on the need of the users. Sometimes you need to do some local arrangement for the library. Then arrangement, you need to arrange alphabetically. You need to arrange subject-wise. You need to arrange with a class number. So it is depend upon the requirement of your. But preferably, if you go with the alphabetical order, it is very easy for the layman to find out any particular document. Then up-to-dateness. This is very important. Suppose whatever the catalog is available in the library, the same document need to be available in the library. If somewhere the cataloging showing that book is available in the library, when you are reaching to that stack and you are not able to find out that particular book, so it's a mislead or missing kind of thing. So you need to have a up-to-dateness. Suppose new editions has came and previously it was author A, and in new editions it is author A and B. So you need to put A and B. If you thought that, okay, we have a catalog card with name of the A, we're not going to change it. It cannot be possible. You need to change it. Then multi-pronged approach. So cataloging need to be a multi-pronged approach. Means whenever you are creating one catalog, you need to take care the author, the subject approach, the classification number approach, the title approach. These are the important aspects of a library catalog. We'll see one by one. This will come up within it. Now look at the quantum of book in a one place, one room. Can you imagine such kind of book? And suppose you wanted to search some books from here. Literally, it is impossible. If you have a ready-made kind of thing or a prototype kind of thing in front of you, so you can able to access books easily. Because going upstairs, it's very difficult. So you need to have a kind of tools, and cataloging is that tools. It's kind of prototype of a particular library. Once you reach to a cataloging box, you are almost reaching to a stack of the books. Now, laws of library science and library catalog is very interlinked. If you want to make success of the first law, books are for use, then you must to have a proper and finest cataloging system. Without finest cataloging, the library books cannot be used. So cataloging is a first approach where from you can search a book. Then every reader has their books. If you do not have a concise and finest cataloging system with a full of technicality, you cannot assure that every reader has their books, because whenever reader will reach to your library, and if you're not able to give them exact information of a document, so it will not going to match that every reader has their books. So reader will be disappointed and probably they will not able to get the books. And every book is reader. Exactly. If you do not keep the best information, the required information of a document in the catalog card, so reader cannot able to understand what exactly the book is. Suppose you have created a books data, you have not mentioned the subject of a books. then the only when only looking to the title, it is very difficult to understand the subject. So you need to cover up all the elements in the library catalog card. Save the time of the reader. It's very interlinked. As much as your library catalog is concrete, your user approach is more convenient. Whenever your reader's approach is convenient, a user approach is convenient, then everybody able to easily access the book or document. When they will easily access the document, then it is for you to fulfill save the time of the reader. And as you know, library is a growing organism. So every time your library or the library in the earth will be grow up with the new concept, new ideas, new books, new journals. So when new books will come, so you need to cope up with the new books, and you have to create a cataloging for each and every book which is coming for the library. Now here is some library catalog wise other library records. These are the records. Here self list and accession register and index. The catalog card, you already understand what is catalog and catalog card. Now we'll try to say self list, accession register and index. Here is the self list. Now look at the self list. The self list is a record or database of item title held by library are arranged in classification order, right? By whatever system of the classification is used by in the library. The self list is record. Self list record is invaluable for taking inventory and stated in intervals. GPO consider your online catalog your self list. That's important. Now self list, here is the concept of self list. Here you can see the call number, the title, the author, right? Self list is nothing. It's a list of book on the basis of the call number. These are the books. Now, sometimes we added the accession number. Here it is missing. Accession number is also important in self list. So self list is a complete list of document with call number. Accession register. So accession register is a very, very important document of a library. Whenever a new books usually come to the library, whenever a new books is come to the library, it has been taken into the, it has first registered in the accession register. Suppose you become a librarian and you are starting a library. You are initiating a new library. The first book which came to your library, so you are putting that particular document in a register. So you are writing 1, Projes Roy, library classification, pages, so many, accession number, the ISBN number is that, publisher is that. So whenever putting 1, that is your accession number, right? So first book is 1, second book in the library 2. So whenever new books will add on, the number will increase. So accession register. And another important aspect is whenever you are, suppose you are purchasing a books from the market. You are purchasing a book from the market, and the market, the publishers giving you the bill. When a bill will, you took the bill and you come to the library and you entered in the accession register of that particular book, the accession number, and you have to put that particular accession number in that bill also, because bill is important. You have to pay. Unless you put 1 or the name, the accession number on the bill, the account section are not going to pay to the publishers. So it's a very mandatory that whenever a new books is come, we'll put the accession, we'll enter everything in the accession register. At the same time, we'll put the accession number on that particular bill also, invoice also, right? So these are important aspects. Sometimes what happens, sometimes if the books as missed by users, we normally follow the accession register, because in accession register we used to write the price of the books, right? So these are the basic information are being entered in the accession register, which is not in the cataloging. Cataloging never carry the price of the book. This is an example of accession register. Right, here you can see the name of the book, page, subject, date of issue, receiver signature, address, date, return. This is library issue, sorry. This is library issue register, and here is the accession register. Accession number, date, arrived, author, place of publication, publisher, year of publish, price, source, class number, and notes. This is the accession number, and this library issue register. Previously, people used to issue and return through the normal register. That is basically issue register, and this is a library accession register. An index within a library setting is a list of published articles within a discipline or topic. It provides bibliographic information such as author, title, journal, etc. published volume. Index you have seen in your books, probably in every books, at the last page it is called index. So library also carry forward some kind of index with their books available in the library. The title being arranged in alphabetical order. Sometimes author index, author being arranged alphabetically. So when a person coming with the author approach, sir, I want to take a books on written by Dr. Shailendra Kumar. So your approach will be Kumar Shailendra or Shailendra Kumar. So through alphabetical order, you can search that particular document. So index is a very helpful. Here you can see the index. Every books you will find the last page, you will find today's date, you will find index. And that is alphabetically arranged. Okay. So this is of course different from the normal cataloging system. Here is the bibliographics. Bibliography is a list of all the resources you have, whether referred or not. In the process of researching your work, in general, bibliography should include author name, title of the work, the name of and location of the companies that published your copies, means publishers, the date of your copies were published, means year of publishing, the pages and year of publishing and pages, number of pages of our sources. Right. So this is bibliography. Now here is the bibliography. Every books giving some kind of reference. Last of the title. So here you can see some of the bibliography. Now this is bibliography. This is reference, and this is work cited. It is almost like that. Same concept. Bibliography and reference is almost, because when you are talking about the bibliography, you are following some kind of rules, and the rules are international rules. So bibliography, reference, and work cited. In every books you will see some kind of reference at the bottom of the write-up. Here is the reference. You will see sometimes you will find any books. You take out any books, you will find some kind of reference. Here what we'll do, we keep everything on a document except price and accession number and anything, right? Now it has its own style. So you cannot write with your own ideas, own style. You need to follow some American Psychological Association style, MLA, Modern Language Association, or Chicago Manual style, right? These are the standard. So now here's the publisher's catalog. Publishers' catalog is nothing. It's a kind of advertisement of their publications, right? It's a simple concept. It's a catalog as we find, but it's talked about the book. That's the basic difference to that. This is a catalog of some publishers, and they have given all the document, all the title they have published within 2018-19. Here you can see this publisher, this PM Publishers Private Limited, they are giving 2019 and 20, whatever they are going to publish or published already, it is enlisted on their catalog. So it is a kind of pamphlet kind of thing which give you the information how many books being published by that particular author. Abhi tak it was cataloging and how it is different from other form of records in the library. Basically, the catalog, publisher's catalog, we normally choose for selection of books. Self-list, which we do for accession, accession register we require because to register the book. Self-list is normally required for the stock verification purpose. Index is required to give immediate reference service or kind of specific service for the users. And this catalog, this publisher's catalog, no, besides publisher's catalog, there was another thing. Bibliography. Bibliography is basically index. Index is normally we done for that. Yes, bibliography we normally required to give the service to the user on their demand. If they required how many books available on particular subject by the user, then you can create a bibliography for them and they can give. So that is a kind of reference service kind of thing, kind of tools. Publisher's catalog we required for choosing the book selection. It's helpful for the book selection process. Now, catalog and the role of technology, cataloging and the role of technology. Here you can see, this is a one library automation software called Koha. Every library, today's date, majority library in Delhi or in India, you will find they use some kind of software. And this Koha is a open source library automation software, right? If you put a majority library using that one, so here you can see the OPAC. In that OPAC, you can search your books because this can be put. There are two kind of OPAC. One is within the institute. You can search your books. So that what happened there, so every computer is connected with your local network. Another is web OPAC, library automation server or software is interlinked with the web, any web server, or your server is connected with the internet. And you have a public IP, that is important, public IP. When you put the books, server in a public library along with the library automation software, so anybody can in that 192.168, that is a domain address, and through domain address you can search the library OPAC, library OPAC. So today's date, the basic manual things has changed. It has came into a different way. It is appearing in a different way.